Hey everyone, today I want to talk about how to buy a house the right way. So, a lot of people are talking about the changes that are happening in the mortgage lending industry, and these changes have always been here. A lot of millionaires and a lot of uneducated investors do not know this. And so, I'm going to shed some light on a situation that you and a lot of people, including Dave Ramsey, were not aware of um, for years, which is kind of confusing to me. Like, we should all know this by now. So make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe because you know I'm dropping some gems in this video that a lot of people are still not aware of. A lot of people tell you to put 20% down to get rid of PMI. They say private mortgage insurance is just an extra insurance that you're paying to the bank. You don't need it. You don't want to be paying that extra money to the bank for absolutely no reason. And so you should put 20% down anytime you purchase a home. The problem with that is if you're putting 20% down, that means you have to save 20% down. And if you're saving 20% down, that means the homes are appreciating while you are saving that money. Now, yes, I understand that some homes don't always appreciate, some depreciate. But here's the problem: I'm an investor and I invest in the right locations. Because I invest in the right locations, I know in the time that it would take me to save 20% of what I would want, that home is going to appreciate. Even if it depreciated for 1 or 2 years, it's going to appreciate in the time that I wanted to buy those properties. In the time that I started investing, which I understand we've been in the bull market for some time, those properties have gone up exponentially to a point where if I wanted to purchase these two homes today, I would not be able to do it. Reason being is as much cash as I save, one, I would have been renting, which would have sucked, by the way. But then two, um, the interest rates, the property values, everything, it would have just threw me through the roof. I would not have had the capital to do that. So, with that being said, why you don't put 20% down? PMI is actually your friend. I put 10% down on both of my properties. And it wasn't because I was just the smartest person in the room. It was because I wanted cash flow. I talked about it in my last video. Although I started real estate for the appreciation and I understood that it appreciated, I wanted cash flow. I wanted it to cash flow just like my dividends cash flows. And I knew if this thing cash flows for me, I won't have to work again. And because of that, I said the more money I put down, the better it is for me. So I put 10% down. That was the most I could put down at the time. And then I did a little haggling. I said, hey, can you give me this much back in closing costs? Hey, speaking to the bank now, can I get this type of interest rate with par pricing, meaning with 0 points, with the best closing costs possible? So after willing and dealing and doing all I can, one other piece of advice that you should like this video for is you make money when you buy. So when I said, let me get $3,000 in closing costs, that was money back in my pocket. $3,000, you know how long it takes to get $3,000 in real estate? Come on now. If I'm getting that up front just by opening and moving my lips, it makes perfect sense to do it. If I get a better interest rate from 3.1 to 2.6 just because I chose a different lender, I'm saving $40, $50, $60, $80 a month just by moving my lips at the very beginning for a whole 30 years. Of course, it was worth it. Now, the reason why PMI is good, because I know you've been waiting to hear this, and a lot of people are so confused right now. PMI is good. Yes, PMI is good because if you notice, if you go and use any mortgage calculator right now, you'll see at 20% with the same credit score, you will be paying more in interest than you would if you had put 10% down. And you're like, wow, that's insane. I implore you to get on your mobile device and check that out. Now, right now in this economy, it's not that much of a difference. You can see 6.9% during the making of this video if you put 10% down with the credit score that I have. But if you put 20% down, you'll be paying 7.12%. Does that make sense? It does not. The reason why you would pay less interest is because you put 10% down and you have PMI. Because you have PMI, the banks say, we are insured by this other insurance if you default on the home. Because we are insured, we will offer you a lower interest rate because we know you could not afford this home at the 7.12% interest rate. So we're going to give you a slightly lower interest rate to make it fair for you to get into a home, because we can't make things equal. We have to make things align by equity. And equity is not always equal. Equity is allowing everybody an equal playing field. So if I'm this short and I can't see over the fence, I get a step stool so that I can see over the fence, right with the person who was gifted with money, gifted with talents, gifted with everything, and gifted with height, so that they can just see over the step stool. See over the fence without the need of a step stool. Equity, although I had the PMI, equity gave me the equal playing field to see over the fence. It's not equal, but it's equity. And because of that, I was able to see over the fence. So now, imagine this. You can see over the fence. I can see over the fence because I have the step stool. But now, you have PMI because you want it, not because you need it. And instead of putting 20%, you put 10% down. Now you're looking over the fence, and your arms are resting on the fence while you watch this baseball game, right? Granted, I didn't have the 20% down, but my arms are now resting over the fence. And the reason for that is, not only do you have the lower interest rate, but let's say you had the ability to put 20% down to begin with. What if you put 10% down, and with the PMI you get the lower interest rate, and then you put the other 10% on principal alone? Now you have gotten rid of your PMI because you now have 20% in the deal, but you still have the same interest rate. And of course, make sure you have no prepayment penalties and things like that. And voila, you still put the same 20% down, but now you have a lower interest rate, and you get what? Essentially a better deal. Not only did you get the equity someone else got, but you simply just got a better deal. A lot of people don't know, if you put 10% down, you'll have a better interest rate than if you put 20% down. And that does not mean you have to keep the PMI. If you have 20%, go ahead and put the other 10% towards the principal. And now look at you, no PMI and a better interest rate. Play the banks just like the banks want to play you. We have so many ways to win. So many ways to win. It's all up here. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know why I'm successful. Now, I'm joking. But you know why we're winning. It's because knowledge is power. And the more knowledge you have, the more money you'll make. So when people see me buying deals in any market, wondering How am I doing it? This market is crazy. This market, you can't make money in this market. I know how to make money. There's so many ways to make money. Ask for closing credits. Ask for par pricing with better interest rates. Ask for cheaper closing costs from your banks. Ask for a lower cost on the home buying side. Then you got to figure out how to maneuver. Put that 10% down instead of 20. And if you got the 20, put the extra 10 on principal if it's not cash flowing the way you would like. And then boom, get rid of the PMI. On top of that, you just cut years off of your mortgage by putting 10% down. I'm not even getting into the loans, the type of loan strategies that I can use, type of creative financing that I can put together. All right. So again, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and Rumble, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.